And now, for the man of the hour. I don't even know where do I begin. I'm beginning to be nervous now because the person I'm going to introduce, our first chief speaker, is such a great man. When I was reading what all he's done in life, I think I've drawn a lot of inspiration because the more I kept on reading, the more I wanted to go on YouTube and listen to what he was actually delivering to the world around. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you Mr. Madhusudan Kela, who is amongst us, the founder and chief of MK Ventures. Can we have a big round of applause, please? Mr. Kela is a master's degree holder in finance from the University of Mumbai. He formerly headed Reliance Capital as the chief investment strategist for 17 years. Currently, the founder and chief of MK Ventures, Mr. Kela, is a well-known face in the capital markets. He has been profiled by leading Indian and international magazines, including Forbes and Asia Money. His views are sought after by leading business channels in India, including CNBC TV 18, ET Now, Bloomberg, and CNBC Awaaz. He is a regular panelist for sharing investment views and opinion on a host of macroeconomic and thematic events. Mr. Kela also has contributed a lot towards the society and has been closely associated with Konark Cancer Foundation as well as the Isha Foundation. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome Mr. Madhusudan Kela, who will take the stage now and take the evening further. Sir, please.
Hello. Good evening. Jai Shri Krishna. It's wonderful to be here. Thank you to Barjatya family for giving this honor to me. It's like homecoming. Nagpur is more or less like home. I know so many people, so many of my relatives and friends and well-wishers live here. It's actually an honor to come and be amongst all of you. Thank you for coming. So, we typically give presentations which are more, I would say, bookish, polished, and not from the heart. But today I am going to do something different. I think since I am amongst people who are extremely well known to me, it is time to actually run through the last 25 years of my journey and share what worked and what did not work. Because a lot of knowledge is available. We are living in an internet era. So nothing is hidden now. Everyone knows what is the value of moat, what did Warren Buffett say, what did Ramdev Agarwal say, what did Ramesh Damani say, and what did Rakesh Jhunjhunwala say, what are their investment mantras, how to look at balance sheet, how to calculate P multiple, how to look at businesses. A lot is being written, a lot is being spoken, a lot is also being spoken about the India story for last 10 years. So I thought, let's change the format. Let's only share what did I learn and what needs to be learned more, and how do I become wiser in the stock market. So the first learning is that it is your wisdom which makes money in the markets, not your knowledge. Knowledge is available to plenty of people, but it is as over a period of time you become wise, and that is what makes a difference. Because this market actually is crazy. That you have Shree Cement trading at $300 per ton, and you have Mangalam Cement trading at $20 per ton. Both the companies are manufacturing cement. Now, how does an investor who only reads balance sheet decides that where to invest? And actually, if you bought a cheap company, we have seen it can remain cheap forever. And if you want an expensive company, it can get more and more expensive forever. And there are plenty of examples in the markets. So actually, it is the wisdom of last 25 years is what I would like to share. I hope it becomes beneficial to all of you and you carry something worthwhile home. Thank you so much. So to first start with, see, there is a world of difference between knowing what to do and actually doing it. It applies to all spheres of life and more importantly to stock markets. You know, वजन घटाना है, सबको पता है क्या करना है, वॉक करना है, फ्राइड नहीं खाना है, नीलेश को भी पता है, पर वो घटता कितना है, that is most important. So everyone in the world knows that, you know, this is what needs to be done and this is how it needs to be done, and if you do it, you will get the results. So जैसे भाई साहब ने बोला, don't do these 5 things. If you don't do that, obviously you will make money in the stock market. But when it actually comes to implementing, you know, you pledge your knowledge somewhere, you borrow someone's knowledge at that point of time because you want to get rich, you want to make quick money. So even though you know the principles, what not to do, but you will exactly do what is not to be done in the stock market. So everyone knows that, you know, there is hardly few people who have examples that you can make trading, you can make money in trading by being part-time in it. You know, I'm not commenting on people who do it full-time, but as far as I am concerned, I have seen so many people who come, सुबह आ गया, अच्छा है, बम्बई से टिप आई है यार, आज ये लेने का है, 5 मिनट फ़ोन लगाया और शेयर ले लिया, फिर क्या हुआ, वो टिप चली नहीं, यू नो, 2-5% शेयर का भाव घट गया, बम्बे वाले को फ़ोन किया, बोले भैया क्या प्रॉब्लम है, तूने सुबह बोला था 5% घट गया, बम्बे वाले ने बोला नहीं कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, ये चलने वाला है, ये पक्का, अपना खबर एकदम पक्का है. Then next day comes, some global event happens, another 5% is gone. Then once it gone 20%, you will keep putting the money in the trade, you will keep putting the difference. When it goes to 30%, then you become long-term investor. So you bought something for trading, and then actually you became long-term investors. So you had no idea, you had no clue about that company. Someone gave you a tip, and you went ahead, implemented that tip, and then kept averaging. Now all these things are written in a book that don't do this. Honest to God, please raise your hands. How many people still do it in Nagpur? I do it. So obviously, so whatever we go through here, we are going to just say that, you know, we'll end up learning and implementing what we learn, right? So the second learning is that, you know, we always overestimate our capability to do something in the short term. And we always underestimate our capability to do something in the long run. I'll repeat again. We always end up overestimating what we can achieve in the short term. And we always underestimate what the possibilities in the long run are. Now look at what the possibilities in the long run are. Now this is not a data of Madhu Kela. This is the data which is being taken by most authentic sources. Now if you are an investor and if you had like a 15-year time frame for being an investor in the markets, this is the kind of return which you would have generated in these companies. So let's say Bajaj Finance is up 471 times. 471 times in this time frame. UPL is up 267 times. Titan is up 244 times. Shree Cement is up 222 times, and the list goes on. And when these companies were investable, and some of them were investable 10 years back, 12 years back, 8 years back, 7 years back, market gave many opportunities to invest into these companies. It is not that it has become from point to point, it has given so much return. It has given many opportunities in between. But the starting point for most of these companies were that they were less than 1,000 crore rupees of market cap. This is the second list. Now these are the list of companies which started with a mere 50 crore market cap. Again, the time frame is 15 years. Now look at this list. There are companies which have gone even more than 2,000 times in 15 years. And some of them, as you can see from the list, there are many of them. So that is why, and I have personally seen this list, so this does not have a bias of a particular industry or a particular group, or it is actually, none of these companies actually belong to any major industrial group. Basically doesn't belong to Tata, Ambani, Birla, or, some of the major groups. So when we look at this wealth creation and study what made these companies return what they returned, the point is that, we don't end up appreciating what the possibilities in the long run are. While we are always focusing, क्या लेना है, कब लेना है, बाजार घटेगा तो लेना है क्या, ये कब लेना है और घटेगा क्यों लेना है, that is not the matter. The matter is only one, कि कितना लेना है और कितने समय के लिए लेना है. So these days, I know a lot of people are nervous in the last 1 month. What has happened in the market, including myself. Every portfolio is smashed out of shape, and a lot of people are looking that is it the end of the world, or is it very different this time than what has happened in the past. So I just wanted to share, that it is not different. So this is my conviction, and this is why I remain in the markets. So it has taken us, maybe 5,000 years to come to $2.4 trillion of GDP per annum, right? And in the next 10 years, in my view, this number will be close to $6 trillion. And in the next 20 years, this number will be more than $11-12 trillion. So in other words, in a layman language, what has taken more than 5,000 years to come